Well, now at 5:30, we're digging deeper into the case of an admitted child killer.
It's a case we've been tracking now for years, and yesterday we told you the Rhode Island Supreme Court ruled Joshua Davis should be appointed a new attorney and granted a hearing on his appeal in Superior Court.
Tonight we have reaction from our legal analyst about what this means for this case and future cases. Eyewitness News reporter Steve Nielsen has our in-depth coverage live from the control room.
Well, Joshua Davis admitted to the crime. He pleaded guilty. He even apologized to the family of the victim. But today he's arguing for a new trial, and the Supreme Court is granting him a chance to explain why.
You are hereby sentenced to life without parole.
That's how Joshua Davis definitively heard he'd spend the rest of his life in prison. He pleaded guilty to raping and strangling 8-year-old Savannah Smith in Woonsocket. Her parents spoke to us, happy to never see him free again.
Happy. I was happy, because I know he's never going to get out and I don't have to worry about him.
But since his sentencing, he's fought for a new trial. Thursday, the state Supreme Court gave him a new opportunity, appointing him a new attorney and giving him something called an evidentiary hearing.
There's a tendency, I think, among people that don't do this every day to think of every evidentiary hearing as a full new trial, and that's not always the case.
Our legal analyst, former U.S. Attorney Robert Corrente, says Davis will be allowed to call witnesses to prove his representation at trial was so bad it violated his rights. The Supreme Court ruled in 2012 that people sentenced to life without parole who seek a new trial should be required to have an evidentiary hearing, but that was for future cases. The order explains because of this case's particular circumstances and bearing in mind the interests of justice, that it should be retroactively applied to Davis's case.
He's ultimately trying to get a new trial, but he's still several steps away from that.
This would be one of those steps, an evidentiary hearing.
Yes, because he's already been convicted. He's already lost his appeal from the underlying conviction. This is kind of the last-ditch effort.
And on Eyewitness News at 6:30 over on Fox Providence, I'll go further in depth with our legal analyst, asking him if this ruling set a new precedent for those already serving a life sentence without parole. I'm Steve Nielsen, Eyewitness News.